Welcome to another artist video blog with M. Fletcher Brown here at KIX96country.com. Our guest today all the way from Sugar Land, Texas, by way of Corinth, Mississippi, by way of Nashville, Tennessee, Rachael Turner. Rachael, welcome to KIX Country.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
All right, now we're here. We're going to talk about your new single, Matches and Moonshine, that is available now on iTunes. But first, I want to introduce you to my audience and let them get to know a little bit about you.
Yeah.
You joined Nashville's Rustic Records back in 2012. You released your first single, Meet Me in the Middle, last year.
Yes.
All right.
Last year.
So we are a year now after the release of your debut single.
Yes.
So what has happened from the journey where you first started that single to now? What's happened?
A lot has happened. We've been looking at tons of new music. We've done a lot of rebranding, soul searching. Started playing, a weekly gig in Nashville. So we're just like really moving forward, and I'm glad to say that we're getting ready for a full album project to be completed. So.
Okay. Oh, so there is a full album project coming. All right, but the current music is available. You can actually get that now. You get a chance to hear a live performance for her elsewhere on the site. Make sure you look for that. Let's talk a little bit about where you come from. Now, off camera we were talking about where your hails from, but you're actually from Sugar Land, Texas. That's what your bio is at. So
Yes.
how did you go from your mother being Corinth, Mississippi, right here in the North Alabama region, in Northeast Mississippi, all the way to Sugar Land, Texas? How'd that happen?
Well, my parents both worked in the oil field, and they met out in West Texas, Midland, Texas. So technically I was born out there, but when I was middle school, we moved to the Sugar Land area part of Houston. And that's just where I call home because it's where I grew up and have the most memories, and ended up in Nashville for music.
Well, you were exposed to music, though, in the Houston area.
Absolutely, yeah.
What was it that drew you to music?
When I was in 8th grade, we moved up there. I entered this national anthem singing competition, mostly because my grandmother was like, "Oh, you should do this, Rachel." So Grandma drugged me up to Gallery Furniture for this, national anthem competition. And I won and had the opportunity to open a tennis tournament for John McEnroe.
Wow.
And my mom was like, "We got to get you voice lessons. Like, I'm not going to send my, 14-year-old out there just, with nothing." So she signed me up for voice lessons, and my voice teacher there in Houston just encouraged me to keep entering competitions. And if there was a competition in Houston that allowed me to sing, I did it.
Absolutely.
So,
well, that took you to Belmont University in Nashville.
It did.
So when you chose Belmont, when you came to school in Nashville, was country your focus, or was just music in general? Was there another genre of music that maybe pulled you close, but you said no, country's, that's where my roots are, that's where I'm at?
I always went in knowing that I wanted to do country. I did dabble here and there. I do dabble in pop covers just time to time because I think it's fun, and you get to challenge yourself and learn something new. A lot of people, what you don't know about Belmont is they also make you do classical so that you have a really firm foundation. And a lot of people were like, "You should switch and do opera." And I was like, No, we're going to keep with country because it's just so much more fun. There's more life in it.
That's still high praise, though. That's a testament to your vocal ability. People say, you should consider opera.
Yes, but, your heart.
Yeah,
follow the heart.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, well, let's talk about the music. Matches and Moonshine. Now, songwriting credits on this include Brian White. Brian White's a songwriter that we know. We've had him on our show, Muscle Shoals Musical Live, several times. Of course, he's won a number of awards himself. He's an amazing songwriter. You might remember Rodney Atkins' Watching You was his. So, this song, Matches and Moonshine, when you heard it, did you just say, okay, that was one I have to have? Or was that one that somebody pitched you and said, this really, really is for you?
No, I actually had someone say, let's listen through some different SoundCloud options that we, had been pitched music from, and I heard it, and I was like, that's mine. I need it. I need that song. It is so perfect for me. And immediately we started working on getting the ball rolling to pick that one up and let me sing it.
Okay, so Matches and Moonshine, what's the song about?
It's a combustible relationship.
I guess the title kind of says it all, really.
Yeah, it does. It talks about, baby, you and I are matches and moonshine. So it's that relationship that's just so passionate and fiery that it's going to ignite at any moment. And
also that if, you break her heart, she'll pour moonshine all over your truck and put a match
set it on fire. Probably. That'll probably be the outcome.
Well, she's from Texas. I'm just saying. We've seen what happens, from Texas. Okay. All right. So, the single is out now. look for Matches in Moonshine, and the full-length album is still forthcoming.
It is still forthcoming.
All right, so do we have a target on that? Maybe end of the year, early summer?
Early summer is where I'm betting.
Absolutely. So for those of you excited for a new Rachael Turner project, you're going to get it. Real quick, I want to talk about the North Mississippi connection because it is so close, the Corinth, Mississippi area, and you recently played in 2014 the Slugburger Festival. So is that like an annual gig for you? I mean, so can we tell people, hey, when the 2015 Slugburger Festival
I think so. I think it's an annual gig for me now.
You hear that, North Mississippi? I'm calling you out. You have to have Rachael Turner back for the 2015 Slugburger Festival. I'll even come if you do that.
Yes, you should. I had a blast. I actually got to host the Slug Idol competition.
There's a Slug Idol?
Yes, there is. I was in it for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And I was second place both times. I think they were kind of like, you're from Texas. What are you doing? But I still had so much fun doing it. And this year when I came back, they're like, do you want to host this year? Do you want to come host this? And I was like, absolutely. So I had a blast up there hosting that and getting to know all those contestants.
That's usually my job. Corinth, I'm right here. You had to go all the way to Texas for a host. All right, fine. It's okay. It's okay. So anyway, where can folks find you on the interweb if they want to find Rachael?
They can find me on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I am everywhere, all over. I have my own website that will give you directions to any of those things as well. The only important thing you remember is my name is spelled a little different. I'm Rachael, Rachael. So I don't know where Mom picked that one up, but she said it's the only way she knew how to spell it. So that's
hey, man, we don't argue with Northeast Mississippi. It's just,
that's
how you spell Rachael. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so make sure you find Rachael Turner online on Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram, and all that. And you pick up Matches in Moonshine if you want to hear it. Make sure you call us KIX 96. We'll be happy to play it for you. And look for a live performance from Rachael elsewhere on our website here. Rachael, thanks for visiting.
Thank you so much for having me.
Make sure you come back and see us again.
Absolutely.
Especially doing Slugburger Fest time.
Yes, I will.
Because I expect you to actually bring me some Slugburgers.
Yeah, I'll bring some Slugburgers up with me.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time. Another artist video blog, KIX96country.com.